instead of Davril because, oh, Davril is coming. Okay, I'll let him announce players then.
Hello, sorry about that. The door was locked. I could see that the players are in. But we are here for the match between Akkaren and Tampere. Yes, so for Tampere, wearing number 1, Timo Ahola. Number 2, Ilke Hulko. Number 4, Jussi Marttila. Number 5, Seppo Antula. Number 6, Alexei Hautala. Number 8, Rihu Rantamaki. Number 9, Antti Vahtera. Number 12, Otso Nurmi. Number 13, Antti Salonen. Number 14, Heikki Luko. Number 15, Heikki Jokinen. And number 17, the captain, Juho Aalto. On the other side of the pool, from Norway, from Oslo, Akkaren, number 2, Øyvind Mellem. Number 8, Rune Nielsen. Number 10, Arild Blokum. Number 11, Marius Stang Bunes. Number 12, the captain, Trond Helge Lillevik. Number 14, Håkon Voldehog. Number 15, Erik Mostad. Number 16, Simon Joshua Rogoyawa. Number 25, Christian Drablos. Number 29, Christian Schaefer. Number 73, Adne Pettersen. And number 88, Eivind Torhog. The referees this match are on deck, Yanni Lindell. And in the water, Kaiser Lindman and Rafe Tito de Moras. All right. Davril Tien, welcome back to the second match of the day, Euroleague. Joined here by Jan Kinderman.
Hello, everybody.
And Jan comes from Vienna, Austria, and he's the coach of the Austrian women's team.
Also true.
Also true, and he's injured right now, so he's not going to be playing for his club, sadly to say. But
sadly, I'm not playing, yes.
How's your foot?
Well, it's getting better, but still no way of putting a fin on it, so bad luck. Also, I booked my flight before I knew that I could not play, so obviously I came here anyways.
So, and I'm happy to have you here. Jan's very knowledgeable about underwater rugby, and he will be our expert commentator here. We have a match here between local club. That should help them a lot.
Yeah, the host Tampere is at home here, so obviously they should be in their best form and with their best team and with everybody here. But looking at the team list, I see that Olli Korhonen is not here, who is one of the strong players.
He's a big guy.
He's a really strong guy, and he also makes a lot of the pace of the team. And we'll see how they play, but else I don't see anybody missing. So that's going to be a good lineup for Tampere. And on the other side we have the team from Akkaren, from Oslo. And I think they're kind of complete. I'm not missing anybody in particular, I think. So we might get ourselves a pretty good match here. Still, I don't know. Looking at the rankings in the league right at the moment, Tampere should be favorite to win, but we will see what Akkaren can oppose and can put up. Should be very interesting.
Akkaren wants to avoid relegation. They're at the bottom of the table. They need to win.
Yeah, they totally need to.
And for Tampere,
players get ready.
It's important because they have a chance to win the whole league if everything falls in place. It's easy to say, of course. They play their last match against Molde tomorrow evening.
Yeah, so they will want to be in their best form and bring themselves into the best possible form before their match against Molde. So we'll see how they start. Okay, everybody's ready to go.
Yeah. So you favor Tampere here, and I would say that I have to agree with that. Tampere's should be the favorites here.
Ready.
But as we know also that more than one of Akkaren's players is also training for the European Championship, so they're working. They're not.
Yeah, totally. It's a hard-working team. We see Arne Pettersen also very close to the opponent's goal already. This is Mastad. Pettersen is still there. His first dive. He has a lot of breath, but now it's lost.
A bad pass there.
Yeah, it was a pretty blind pass.
Håkan Valderhag passes down. No, I'm sorry. That was it's on Tampere. We have the list here.
So Tampere is now trying to establish the game on the other side. This is Antola with the ball, taking out the pace. Ilkka Hulkko.
These guys are pretty big too, Hulkko.
Yeah. They have some really strong players. So it's Tim Ahola. But he loses the ball, and now maybe a chance for counter-attack for Akkaren. But they're immediately stopped and held, so they can't start swimming
close to the boundary there.
Yeah, also this is their captain, Trond Helge Lillevik. He's also a really strong guy, but there he had nobody to give the pass to.
They managed to get it though.
Yeah, the game is not really
stabilized
yet. I think everybody is still needs to get into gaming mode. Up to here it was a bit everything was not really set in the teams. So now maybe the counter-attack for Nielsen, but he takes out the pace. This is Joshua Rogova. Tries to drill in.
He's a very promising player. Oh, score!
Oh wow, that was a quick one.
Yeah.
Amazing. I was just going about to say that Jussi Marttila did a good job defending him and keeping him away,
16.
but wow.
Assist 29.
So the assist goes to Christian Schaefer.
And it was Erik Mostad scored.
Yeah, Mostad scored, and let's have a look again at the goal, hopefully. So yeah, that went quick, and let's talk about Tampere being the favorite to win again. So here we see Joshua Rogova coming in.
Yeah, and the pass down. So
okay.
Was that
it looked like the assist should have gone to Rogova, but maybe there was two players on the other side, so maybe there was Schaefer and Mastad on the other side, and they both got to the ball before it came in. I don't know. So now Tampere will try to establish an attack. Antti Salonen, also really strong guy, and
new to me.
Yeah, so he's really fast. Like he's lightning fast if you let him go.
Also new to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe not as quick as his little brother, I think. I think Totti Nurmi is his little brother. Wow, yes. The goal was free for a little bit, but 4 defenders, only 1 attacker. Anyways, you also picked it up. Well, we have the goal. Yeah. Oh, unfortunately, we could not see because the camera was showing us Joshua on the bench. Yeah. But hopefully, we will get the
Blue number
replay.
17.
Okay, so
and
Juho
assist
also managed to
number
score.
13.
So
1-3.
basically, Juho also he picked the ball up
17,
after it
13.
fell off the defense, and obviously he managed to score. Wow. Yeah, he's a strong, heavy guy. So
Juho Aalto, yes.
yeah, if he's left alone, you saw that there was he could attack the goalie directly, or he grabbed around his body right in the middle. So as he's heavier as most of the other guys, he can push them away.
He's mentally very tough.
Also,
Juho Aalto, yes. I've seen him. No matter what the situation is, he's always got a cool head almost.
yeah, he's pretty calm. Yeah, that's a good thing. So now that's a pretty interesting start. I mean, we have a game that has not really settled yet, but yet it's the score is 1-1. Both teams have scored, and I think maybe now the teams will start to elaborate the game. But here we have the scrum at the surface.
A lot of players involved in that from Tampere's side. They managed to come up with the ball, but
yeah, Joshua Rogawa came in, and but he didn't manage to rip it free. Well, he's got it playable now, but has nobody to pass to. And the ball,
his teammate should have been there for him.
Yeah, if you get the ball out of the scrum and you are able to pass it, you only have one, maybe a little bit more than a second to give the pass before you'll be scrummed again. So he chose to play the pass anyways and hope that it would reach his teammate. So Ilkka Hulko has the ball. He got it very close to the goal, but he couldn't put up any pressure because it was immediately taken away by the defenders. And now let's see if Akkaren can develop the game. So we have seen that several times now. Akkaren winning the ball, but not being able to start a counter-attack at quick pace. So they would win the ball, and Tampere is putting a lot of pressure on them immediately. But still, they got the ball up front. The defender was partially worked away.
Blocum, good, nice situation there.
Wow! And I could not see who that was. There was no defender for Tampere. So that's Marius Bunes.
Goal white now.
Marius could score quite easily there because there was actually no defender in the way.
He knocked the goalie off rather easily.
Yeah, but also Marius, quite a heavy guy. He's good at scoring. It's not the first goal he scores in Euroleague. Yeah, but the defender was way too late. Yeah, you see that? So Marius was free to take the ball without being contested and take the first impact on the goalie without being held. And
he stole the position that the defender should have been in.
Yeah, basically the defender was not even there. So, okay, and what we
passed
see
here,
yeah, we saw that the ball can be passed behind the goal in this pool, and this is a rather odd situation because the rules state that it should not be possible to play the ball behind the goal.
It's undesirable.
It's undesirable, but it's not forbidden if it is possible. Yeah. So basically the pool is not perfectly according to the rules, but yeah, here we are. We're playing with it, and so the players are allowed to use it.
The players at this level, they have experience passing behind the basket. All of them have been in pools where they've done it before, so it's not something that they cannot deal with mentally.
Yeah,
they don't like it. Maybe. Yeah.
I can tell you the defenders don't like that at all.
No,
because
of course they don't.
It's easy. It's difficult enough defending 180 degrees around the basket. If you have to defend, wow! I mean, is that going to be?
Oh.
Oh yeah. It was Jussi Marttila who scored that, but also they forced this goal. They really forced this goal. There were three Tampere players.
Number 4, assist number 5.
It was Seppo Antola who came in with the ball, who tried first, who ripped the goalie off, but he couldn't bring the ball into the basket.
But then opened it up there.
He really opened it up, and then Timo Ahola and also Jussi Marttila came in from the left side. Eventually, Jussi getting his hands to the ball and ramming it in.
White.
Okay.
So wow, what?
Timeout, white.
Timeout by Akkaren. They need this timeout now to talk about what's going on.
Yeah, that's really an interesting match because normally we don't see matches where we have so many quick goals on both sides. So if one team is strictly stronger, we see that one team maybe scoring a few quick goals, but both teams scored rather easily here. Whereas the defense in both teams seems not to be really set by now. So I'm not yet quite sure if it's a really good offense or a really bad defense right now. Might be a bit of both. And for Akkaren, really frustrating because they came to be in the lead 2 times and instantly had been scored against in the next.
Trond Lillevik is shouting at his players, but they're having a discussion. Christian Schaefer there.
Yeah.
So it's a motivational talk more than tactics or strategy here.
I would assume so. So I think
Time out over.
I think Trond Lillevik, he was more for the motivational speech there and trying to wake everybody up. And Christian Schaefer might have added 1 or 2 tactical ideas.
Schaefer, of course, is a Danish international who moved from Copenhagen to Oslo.
Yeah.
And
So he's been playing with Akkaren only since this season, but he's a very experienced player and already has a lot of trust from his team in Akkaren.
oh, they know him.
Yeah, they know him quite well. They knew him before.
Yes.
So Akkaren trying to put up the game.
Okay, they've got 1 against 3, and
So Blockum was blocked with the ball. Martila won it, and now we see Jokinen trying to counterattack. Yeah, Schaefer held him around the head, maybe even.
trying to pretend that he didn't do anything. What me?
Blue free ball.
So yeah, it's
Holding.
pretty clear free throw. And now let's see if Tampere can finally develop a longer period of possession and try to calm the game a bit down and gain control of the game, because up to now it was really open, back and forth. No team could establish their game pretty much.
And they must know how to pass behind the basket here very well, since it's there.
So Hakiluko was waiting for a pass, but the ball seems to be stuck in the corner.
So you would expect to see players coming in, waiting on the other side of the basket in order to take a pass from behind the basket.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to come from behind.
No.
Wow, that was pretty good ball handling there for Hakiluko. He has long arms. No, obviously also big hands.
And they're holding on, keeping a stable possession
So
here.
there's Reijo Röntämäki. He's one of the
player.
key players for Tampere. Maybe we'll see some of the actions that later for him. Now Antti Salonen takes out the pace again a little bit, and now they seem to establish a bit of a
control.
Yeah. where Reijo is coming in really strong, trying to score, but he was all alone. There was no single player with him, and now they picked it up again after Reijo didn't really lose it, so it was just good enough.
Dangerous situation, but
now
they picked it up.
Ari Blockum has the ball. Can they put up a counter-attack for once? So Alna Pettersson. But he goes up. He goes up. He was also already out of air. Maybe he came from defending position already. Oyvind Mellem. So now let's see if they can bring up the goal.
Nice move there.
Yeah, pretty nice spinning move for Trond Helge Lillevik. Not losing the ball in this is not always difficult. It's not always easy.
They have lost the ball now.
Oh wow! So this is Seppo Antola. He won the ball, but he lost his mask. I don't know if you could see that. He totally lost his entire mask, but he just held on to the ball to not lose it. Tried to pass it over to Juho Alto at the surface, and now he has gone for exchange.
Yeah, so he's probably wondering why it wasn't called. Your mask can come off
without a foul. That's totally possible. But his reflex was really good, so he did not stop playing. Well, so this was attack on the head, I think.
Yeah.
Yep, totally. So Antti Vaatero being fouled there. Let's go of the ball.
Free throw.
Blue free ball.
Free throw in favor of Tampere.
Yeah. And when Akkaren was in possession, you could see Marius Bunes. He was already lying under the goal again. So he's goal hungry. That's his position. He wants to be given the pass. Well, now Tampere has a chance. Reijo Röntämäki with the ball. Brings it down. And this is Lukko. Quite active in this first half, close to the opposing goal. Lukko has a lot of possession right there. And Jokinen with the ball.
And the back wasn't in position.
Oh wow! No back is close to the goal.
Yeah.
But Vaatero, he was close to the goal, if he gets the ball there, that's perfect. But he saw that that was not going to happen. The ball was not going to be brought to him. So he had eventually to leave the good position at the goal, and instead help the guy with the ball. So it's
good play.
Yeah, it's a basic thing that you try to take a good position. So Rentamaki was surprised, lost the ball, but then held the player without it. So that's a white free throw here.
White free ball.
So it's very basic, but it's very important when you try to take a good scoring position at the goal, and you realize that your team cannot bring you the ball. You have to let it go. You have to go and help your team to just keep the ball.
Timeout, blue.
Okay, so wow, another timeout now for Tampere.
15.
So the game has calmed down a little bit, I think. We have had a longer period, a longer period of possession for Tampere, then Akkaren again, and so it has calmed down a little bit. I think the defense has settled on both sides a little bit more. We saw good defensive work on both sides this time. So
both teams go in to the goal pretty immediately whenever they have a chance.
Yeah.
And it's aggressive, so they can lose the ball, but we have seen that they're holding on to the ball longer.
Yeah,
so
and you can see it's pretty interesting. People are holding on to the ball in a different way and fashion. So with Tampere, you can see players like say Rentamaki, number 8, or maybe Juho Aalto and Heikki Lukko. They have really long arms and also big hands, which is really important because they can hold the ball just in their open hand away from the body and move it really quickly, and they don't lose it if you just hit their arm, hit their elbow or something. People with tinier hands can't do that.
No.
So that's a big advantage they have, and you see them doing this pretty much. Instead of players with shorter arms and tinier hands, they will more often clinch the ball into the shoulder when they go into the goal.
Which limits their passing.
Yeah, which limits the passing ability, but maybe if you're better at keeping the ball like this, it might be better. So it's about finding your own strength and advantages, like your physical advantages, and use them.
Hilko
won the ball in defense, passes it on. It's not a really aggressive counter-attack. They just
pushed into the corner.
Yeah, they just brought the ball over.
Coming over to the...
So Martila, also very active player. And you see that for the second time now, that or maybe even third time, that Tampere had the ball on the left-hand side, which is the side where the substitute players for Akkaren are going to jump in. And we already saw them lose the ball really easily because somebody was coming from behind and they didn't expect them. So maybe they should pay a little bit of attention to this.
I think they know, but it's...
Yeah, sometimes you forget.
Yeah.
If you're on the open side, you have to always be aware that somebody can come from behind. You could see there the defensive play from Yoshio Rogoyawa. He went really far out, like 2 meters away from his own goal to put pressure on the ball. And when he realized that he couldn't win it, he went back to his position, which is really important. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, yes.
So Timo Aula with the ball, just holding it. To Salonen. The Tampere is playing with less pace, less aggressive than in the first minutes, but also they're getting less opportunities to go into the goal, because you see there was 4 players really defending hard for Akkaren. So yeah, the game has settled by now. And it's also their first match of the tournament, and sometimes the first match for a longer time can be difficult to come into just from the mind, from a perspective of your mind.
Here's an opportunity.
Christian Schaefer picks it up, but has to go to the surface, and there's not a lot of players who come with him. So the forward movement of Akkaren is too slow here, I think. And yeah,
that was a missed opportunity, really.
Yeah, really big. So Tampere, only 2 people had to clinch Christian Schaefer at the surface and managed to win the ball. Well, eventually the ball came back to Akkaren, and Lillevik tries to push into the goal. Brought the ball over to the left-hand side. Wow, it was scored.
Who is that now?
That was Antti Fatra on the goal, but
white number 11.
Marius Bune scored his second goal here. Again from the same side, so he was lying on the left-hand side, and Lilovic to
Assist
Brynäs
number 12.
is a pretty strong
11
combination.
and 12.
They know each other quite well. They're both really strong, and they know that they can count on each other. So when Trond-Helge Lilovic is going in with the ball, Marius just knows that he has to be there, and he knows that he can be confident to get the pass.
Marius Bunis is a very mature player. He's at his peak really right now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So now, according to what we have seen, normally Tampere should score immediately now, because up to now they always have scored immediately after being scored against. So let's see if they can keep up the trend.
And there are about 2.5 minutes remaining.
And Martila coming in with the ball. Can he score? I mean, he picked the goalie off. That's all right, but he lost the ball in the meantime. But it's
they're coming in from
wow! It was
basket.
on the rip, it's open. This is amazing.
So
this is amazing. This
Jan,
is the third.
You said that it's
Goal,
ping pong
goal
back and
number
forth.
8.
Totally.
Assist
What
number
is
1.
happening here? I mean, I should have bet money on this to happen. This was really each time. Akkaren scores a goal, works for it, and in the very first attack against them, Tampere is able to score. So this time it was Reijo Rantamäki who was just open besides the goal, and also the goalie was worked off from Martila in the first place from above. He couldn't score. He nearly lost the ball actually, but it was picked up by his teammates. And
Rantamäki is one of the best players in the world.
And Akkaren did not close the basket again. So the goalie was picked off really, and no other goalie really tried. Wow, that was beautiful play for Akkaren.
Oh, again.
And it's in. That was a beautiful attack.
It's like basketball now.
Yeah, you saw the behind the back pass from right side above the goal to right side beneath the goal, and then instantly brought the ball to the left side beneath the goalie.
11.
So Marius Bunis passed to Trond-Helge Lilovic.
Yeah, so this time it went the other way around. The first pass came from Joshua Rogojawa, who was over the goal on the right-hand side, passed behind his back, down to Marius Bunis, which was already a beautiful pass, but he was in front of the defender, so he could not have scored. But he actually was held behind by the defender, so the defender, in this case, Ilkka Hulko, he was being worked away. He was in a bad position. And yeah, the quick pass over to the other side enabled the goal for Trond-Helge Lilovic.
And we have a 3-3 tie.
No, we have a 4-3 actually now for Akkaren, because this is the 4th time that Akkaren has taken the lead.
Oh yes, that's right.
And this time it does not look like Tampere can put up immediate pressure on the goal. We'll see. We'll see if they can equalize one more time. And please note, we're in the first half still, and it's 4-3.
Well, there's not much time left. A minute.
Yeah, it's a bit over a minute. So Tampere would really love to equalize before halftime. And Reijo is trying to win the ball in the midfield. Yeah, Reijo and Juho, they are both guys with really long hands. If they are defending they're in the middle of the pool, it's really hard to get a pass past them. Antila tries to. Oh wow, he brought it over to the left-hand side, but Reijo Rantamäki was not able to score.
Oh.
And there you saw one of the weaknesses of his style of holding the ball on the long hand behind him. Sometimes somebody can grab in from behind you, and you can't do a lot about it. So we have 37 seconds left, and the ball is scrummed. Christian Schäfer brings it out with a lot of force. Joshua Rogojawa has the ball. And down to Trond-Helge Lilovic. And now I think Akkaren really only wants the halftime to end. It's 20 seconds. They should just not give Tampere a chance to score again.
Yeah, the clock is going to tick out here.
Yeah. Rogojawa brings the ball down again. 10 seconds. Just keep it there. Just keep it there in the corner.
That's it. Halftime.
Okay, it's already halftime. Our clock was a bit too late. Halftime already. So wow, what an exciting first half to this match.
5 minutes break.
So we'll have the highlights soon.
Yeah, we'll have the highlights. Just saying that we both picked Tampere to be the favorite in this match. We have to say it's a totally open match. and 4 times Akkaren could take the lead. And I think we could see Akkaren putting up some real good piece of offensive play. I mean, the goals they scored were, well, some of them were really, really well played. Like
nice passes around
yeah,
the
nice
goal.
passes, quick passes. The players knowing where each other was going to be. It was not like by accident or something.
No.
I mean, the first goals on both sides, they were just haymakers. I don't know. It was really open, but then I think the goals that Akkaren scored were really well posed, and the goals for Tampere were mostly because they really rattled the goalie and managed to not really lose the ball, because maybe the ball was fell loose for a moment, but after the goalie has been taken off from the Akkaren goal, Tampere would put up a lot of pressure for the next seconds.
Here we
So
come
now,
for highlights.
let's see the highlights.
Okay, we're back. All right.
Yeah, we saw
So-
the highlights now.
And you were saying that you thought that very nice offensive combinations by Akkaren.
Yeah, definitely. And the strength for Tampere in the offense was due to, once they had the goalie loose, they would all come in and try to secure the ball close. Well, wherever it fell, they would try to take it, pick it up, and bring it immediately back to the rim. So once the goal was open, they would not slow down for a bit. They would just rumble in and try to pressure it in at in any way they could eventually do it.
So this match is in favor of Akkaren, but for sure Tampere can come back.
Yeah, it's a really open match. I think, I at this point I can't say which team is playing better. The one thing that I can say is that Akkaren is 1 goal in front, so that favors them. But that's for now the only advantage I see for them. I mean, else the game is really open. They have a bit different styles about attacking the goal, but they both are successful. And there's not the one perfect way to score the goals. It's always about finding a style that fits your team, that fits your players, that is just authentic.
5 seconds before the match resumes.
So yeah, let's see the second half.
We hear the buzzer.
No, that
Was it?
no, the ball was not not yet in the middle. It was just the buzzer that the 5 minutes were over. But now the referee has to ask both teams if they're ready and then start the game.
Ready?
There you have it. Okay, let's go.
And
Wow. perfectly at the same point they came up there. But Christian Schaefer winds up with the ball, and now he's pushing forward really.
Nice passing.
Yeah, they brought the ball up front really quickly. And wow, he's handling the ball very openly, but he doesn't lose it. Marius Bunes, can he bring the ball over to the other side?
Oh, he's going to keep attacking himself.
Wow, he tried for himself. And what is given now? Is it a... Oh yeah, it is a penalty shot. So Marius Bunes, he faked the pass, and when the defender turned around a bit, he just kept the ball and tried to score himself again.
Goalkeeper, shoulder in the goal.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Wedging. Yeah, shoulder
Penalty
basket.
throw.
Wedging in the goal. We could not see that because the defender was in front.
Penalty throw.
From the camera, but it makes sense because Marius could get a big push in and still was not able to lift the goalie, so might very well have been...
Who's going to take it here?
I can't see it really. It seems to be Marius himself. Yeah, it's Marius Bunes with the ball.
And Seppo Antila is defending the goal here, I think. Or? All right, we'll see soon enough. I think
it's Hulko defending.
Hulko, okay.
Yeah, it's it. No, wait.
Juho Aalto.
No,
It's
Otto.
Otto Nurmi.
Yeah, Nurmi is trying to defend.
A smaller guy.
Yeah, he's definitely not as heavy as Marius. So.
But he's very agile.
Yeah, and we see that Marius already took one penalty shot this season and did not score it, but he will have his second go right here. Well, the referees are discussing something. So maybe they were not. Maybe they were not both the same opinion about if this should have been a penalty shot. Juho Aalto, as the captain for Tampere, comes in to maybe question the decision.
But that gives Nurmi time to breathe.
Yeah, which is a really huge thing.
Blue team challenge.
Yeah, okay,
challenge,
so
okay.
they called the video challenge. I'm curious to see if we have a better angle to see if it really was a penalty, because from our angle, from the live video angle, we could not see it because the defender was just in front.
But it was a hard charge into the goal, no doubt about that.
Yeah, but still, Marius was still being held a little bit by the defender, so maybe he could not produce. He just could not produce enough impact on the goalie, even though he came in strong. But maybe the defender still could take off a little bit of the force. We'll see it. So they challenged it. The referees are going to discuss what they saw and what they think happened, and then they're going to look at the video. So I think the challenge for Tampere was that the shoulder was not in the basket, because clearly it was a perfect goal chance for scoring. So,
who's doing the review? The referees are by the water discussing it. They're not looking at the video.
No, they're just asking Juho Aalto, as the captain for Tampere, what he is questioning.
Yes.
So he has to say exactly what he thinks was the reason that this should not have been a penalty. And then they're going to check for exactly this reason.
Yes.
So then they're not looking...
Lindahl, yes. Now he's looking at the screen?
Yeah. The referee is looking at the screen, discussing with the other referees around him, which is perfectly fine. All the referees can discuss.
It would be good if we could see what they were discussing. Oh, here it is.
So here was Marius. He came back to the left-hand side here. He did not pass, but okay, no, there was already the call. And the call, interestingly, came from the other side. So it came from, not from the side who could see better what happened. So wow, that's interesting now. Let's see. Marius on the left-hand side. Well, okay, the shoulder of the goalie seems to be deep. Yeah, it is deep, but then again, did Marius put enough of pressure to the goalie? So this, because if he was not able to score easily, it should not be penalty.
Yes, the decision was penalty throw, and it's okay. Penalty throw it is.
Good.
Okay, the shoulder was wedged. The shoulder was wedged, and that's what the referee saw.
They upheld the decision.
Yeah, they upheld the decision. So now Also, Nurmi had a lot of time to breathe, but sometimes it takes you out of the rhythm also. So we'll see what happens. Marius
Red.
is the heavier guy, and well, the only job he has is not to lose the ball during 45 seconds. Okay.
Otsunumi gets
He's
his
very,
feet out.
he's very
good.
agile.
Yeah.
He has his foot in front of his head, but no kicking is called. I think it was okay. Was no kick. He had his heel just in front of his face, but
A
as long
bonus
as
coming in for a second attack after getting air.
and it's 20 seconds left. Okay, now he has his.
Oh, he's got a scissors grip on his neck.
Yeah,
really
it,
good.
it was okay. It was not too bad, I think. Wow, and it didn't go in, and he still didn't score. It's 9 seconds. Oh wow.
Oh,
Otto was out of air, I think.
that was an exciting penalty.
Yeah, it sure was, and I think Otto Nurmi.
Go white number 11.
He worked well. He earned himself 2 chances to get the ball, and that's really all you can do as a defender. You have to have luck as well. He worked well, but in the end, Marius was able to pick the ball back up. So now his shot efficiency for penalty throws will be 50%.
And
Let's see it again. And also, he moves down quite well. He has his really low to the basket, and this is okay. He's not squeezing. You see, he's not squeezing his head. This is okay. And there was bad luck for Marius in the first attempt. Wow. Exciting. So now the game goes on. It's 5-3 for Akkaren.
Akkaren should win now.
Akkaren should really try to bring this victory home. Also, Akkaren, as we said in the beginning, they're last in the league right now. They only have 3 points, and if they win this, wow, the goal was open. They couldn't score. It was just a bit too slow.
The back reached up and grabbed onto it.
And then the goalie, who came a bit too late, managed to come in and clinch the ball away. So what is the call?
Roughing.
So free throw
Holding.
for Tampere.
Blue free throw.
Grabbing the head, it seemed to be.
Doesn't make a huge difference for now. So as I said,
Timeout.
Akkaren, if Akkaren wins this match, Akkaren will have 6 points.
Sorry.
This will mostly put them out of the immediate danger of finishing last
Relegation,
and having to play relegation. But Tampere has to bring up some good ideas. Reijo Rentamaki brings the ball into the right side. Can they bring the ball over to the left again? No, it's clinched. Wow. Christian Schaefer pulls it out.
Pushed back. Now the goalie bobbles the ball.
Wow, that Trahog picked it up.
Yeah, that was a bad situation.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to go wrong for them there. Nice behind the back. Walderhog has it. He goes up to the surface.
Yeah, he's not free. He's being held at by the leg somewhere, but still has the ball mastered onto Orne Pettersson.
Oh.
And there's one. It's Jokinen. No, it's Lutko with the 14.
Just chucks the ball out there.
He chucks it out and nobody sees it.
No. Must be a holding call here.
Yeah, I assume so. And it's a white free throw. So Akkaren is going to keep the ball. It's still 12 minutes on the clock. So
white free ball.
Enough time for Tampere to score goals. Yeah, so
but it's Akkaren that has the ball.
Yes.
Out.
All in all, I think this is pretty interesting. The first 2 matches of this day have both gone rather towards the team that was not favored to win, just looking at the paper. So really interesting tournament day up to now.
And now Tampere
will have
made it to the other side of the pool.
Okay, so and
two
you could see that Akkaren did not and they squeezed in. That was pretty neat. The attacker for Tampere squeezed in between the goal and the defender because the defender deliberately moved towards the ball. You can see, I think that was Yosho Rogoyawa who was sitting in defense, and he's defending quite aggressively. So it's easy to lure him a bit away.
Otsunumi who scored, or
so there you see number 2 Ilkka Hulko who moved in and who
screened it.
Yeah, he screened it.
Yeah.
So the goal could be scored. And now Nurmi got revenge for the penalty shot he could not defend. He managed to score on, so he made up for it.
He's a young star for Finland.
Yeah, both he and his brother are pretty promising players.
I'm actually writing an article about them right now. I almost got it done.
Okay, so now Akkaren is only 1 goal in front again. So let's see if
Tampere needs to...
Tampere can equalize. Rantamäki Reijo is on the way to the goal. Goalie was very late. And you see Rantamäki just not losing the ball easily, even if he moves it quite openly. That's amazing. Amazing ball handling skill for him. It falls out.
Well, Tampere invested a lot in trying to get that ball away, and it didn't manage to.
Yeah, they did. So Wolderhaug with the ball. And there's a lot of Akkaren players beneath the water now. But they did not speed up. They did not try to push, which might change now because Josha Rogoyawa is tendentially not... he's not okay with just staying. He
wants to do something.
Yeah, he wants to rush. But yeah, for now, Akkaren will be pleased to have gained possession again and to keep it for a bit, to calm the game down.
Well,
Because still, they are in the lead. It's only 1 goal, so it's dangerous. You should not rely on a 1-goal lead, but I think they're trying to calm the game down a bit. Arne Pettersson still, well, they're working their way in there. Tried to pass over to the left-hand side, but the defender snatched it away.
bounce to the bottom. Okay.
And now Hulko is in defense, but the attacker went over the basket.
Even though the pass went through their...
And now it's holding again.
Okay.
Luko had the ball and was apparently being held.
Holding, blue free ball.
Sometimes when a
Okay,
player can't
white
hold on to a pass,
timeout.
it's because somebody's holding
White
Yeah, yeah.
timeout.
And we have a timeout
Timeout.
again.
by Akkaren.
Yeah, this time you could see the Akkaren captain when he tried to score. He did not go into the defender. He didn't bother fighting with him. He just straight went over the basket, tried to attack the goalie from above. But in the meantime, he lost the ball. Heikki Lukko got his hands to it, tried to swim away, was held, and without really being in possession. So that's a free throw now. So we see Lilovic trying to calm his team down. You see his movement indicates that he wants to get a rhythm and to not be too hasty.
And on the other side of the pool, Tampere is not really talking, they're just resting. Yeah. Yeah, the clock, if you see the game clock on the screen and the official game clock, they're different.
Yeah, they're about 10 seconds apart. Well, that's not too bad. Okay, so how much time is left actually? I don't know for sure.
Must be more than half.
Yeah, more than half, but not too much, I think. So it's 9 minutes again.
Yes.
Still, so 1 goal in front, but
Ready?
free throw for Tampere. See Akkaren going down already, taking their positions at the goal.
They might try to steal the basket now as well.
Yeah, let's see it. Reijo Rantamäki with the ball. He has a lot of possession in this game.
Up to the surface.
The ball is a lot of time spent. The ball spends a lot of time on the hands of Reijo Rantamäki. They like to rely on him.
He's stable.
Yeah,
You can't take the ball away from him.
not easily.
Not easily.
Not if he's not taking a major risk. But yeah, no serious pressure up to now. The defense for Akkaren changed, stayed close to the basket this time. You can see there's always sometimes a Tampere player on the offside, so on the side of the goal where not the ball is, and tries to sneak in between the goal and the defender. But for now they have.
Oh, here's a chance.
Yeah, no, not really,
No.
because not yet, because there was a lot of defenders around. But now the defender was worked away, and could they get it free? Wow, I think Lilovic in the last second got his hands to it and clinched it away where there was no defender for Akkaren.
So
He came up with the ball, and now we see a bit of scrumming on the surface, which might also indicate that the teams are getting tired.
Yes.
Wow. Huge pass from Arne Pettersson just up front, but there was nobody. So Alto picked up the ball, tries
All the
to
way.
come in. Wow, he tried to.
He put the ball in the hands of the goalie there.
Yeah,
was
he tried to just move his
Jam
head
it in, yeah.
to the side a little bit and instantly jam it in, but he could
between
not.
the shoulder and the head.
Yeah, and he just could not get the goalie's head away in the first movement. Again, attack from above. It's Ilkka Hulko, if I see that right. He lost the ball. Can Akkaren get it away and stabilize again? You see that in this game, in the underwater rugby, it's not easy to stabilize. We see a good counter-attack, but he had just not enough time to try to score before he was going to be attacked, so he just didn't bother, which is smart. Before you lose the ball, you rather take it back out. So now we see the Schaefer blocking the goal, the defense position. He got the ball, he tried to score, but he was being taken away from behind, which is hard to do. It's emergency rescue. You would not want to get him to let him get to the position where he was. Oh, Akkaren comes in again, brings it down to Øyvind Trahag.
But the number of dangerous situations on the goal have diminished on both sides.
Yeah, they have, but we have seen two, at least decent chances now on both sides. And now 7 minutes on the clock. Akkaren has to score now. They really want to.
Yeah,
It's
but
2-on-2. Can they get the ball
Tampere-
through? Yeah, he got the ball through to Rantamäki on the right side, but he was immediately clinched from behind. Because Rantamäki was on the open side. He was on the side where the exchange players came in. And as the pass was played from the closed side to the open side, the first defender who jumped in could instantly grab him from behind. That's why he was taken away here. Pettersson with the ball. Again on the open side also, but he is on the surface. Well, this ball should have been over water, I think. You could not really see it, but... Okay, defender is not sitting well. Well, there's the next one.
Oh,
An attacker on the left-hand side. He tries to give the pass over the
a
goalie.
risky pass.
Yeah, but you know, you have to take risks. If you want to bring somebody in a position to be able to score, you have to play a pass that's risky at times. So Ilkka Hulko with the counter-attack, he comes one-on-one.
No goalie.
Well, I don't know if it was a goalie or the defender, but he decided to stay in front of the goal instead of going on top. Which has advantages, also disadvantages, mainly about what you're more familiar with. Christian Schaefer has the ball now for Akkaren. Again, struggles to find somebody to give a pass.
Now Akkaren's on the move at the bottom.
Now Böhne is trying to push forward, uncontested up to the goalie. Well, he's all alone. Well, he gave the ball over to the right-hand side, and this was Blockum trying to score, but he was attacked then. I think if Böhne would have sped up a little bit more and just tried to score it himself, he might have had a better chance. But now there's another good chance. Again, the goalie was not there. It was Böhne again who was waiting under the goal. The defenders for Tampere were just not there now. Well, the pass was not really good, but didn't matter. Arrived there anyway. Now Tampere does not manage to put up a bit of consequent pressure. They had 2 or 3 minor chances, but always lost the ball.
And now
in this situation.
less than 5 minutes remaining in.
Yeah, I think what they really want to do is put some pressure up and then keep the pressure up for several seconds, so for 10, 20, 30 seconds, and to be able to not either not to lose the ball or to have to go way away from the goal where the defenders can calm down again.
Akkaren's coming all
And
the way.
again, the defender was just not there. This is
And it could be seen for a long time there. It was.
yeah. That's interesting. Maybe Tampere has decided that they need more forecheckers, and wow, the goal was open, but he just didn't go there. I think Tampere might have decided that they need more forecheckers, that they need to win the ball more often, and so their defenders might be very offensive right now.
Well, they have it now. And Juho
Alto,
fast break.
he's 1-on-2. He's not the guy who could never score in this position, but okay. Defender is there, but attackers on both sides of the basket. Can they keep the ball? No, it's jugged away.
It was a good chance there.
Yeah. Tampere put attackers on both sides of the basket, which is really good because the defender then has no good way of of defending, well, the only chance he really has is winning the ball, because if he doesn't win it, it can go anywhere.
3.5 minutes left here.
Not a lot of time left.
Holding.
Holding.
Blue, free ball.
Okay.
Against Akkaren.
Good for Tampere. 3.5 minutes left for them. But as I said, they try, but they basically always lose the ball in the first attempt to score, which then they have to go all the way back, win the ball back again, which takes a lot of time off the clock, and also is tiring. So if you can just stay close to the opponent's goal and put up the pressure, this is also mentally easier.
Yes.
If you try to score, you're close to scoring, but then you lose the ball, you have to go back, win it back. This is tiring also mentally. And they want to avoid that now. They have 3 minutes, and I think they want to not lose the ball too often now. Try to take positions. Tries to drill in, couldn't really. Well, okay. Good way to the left, and the ball came under the defense to the left-hand side. It's Rogojawa. Wow, that was huge for him. Rogojawa as a defender came too late, but he managed to rip the ball out from behind.
But the pressure is.
But that's what I said now. They did. Wow, the goal was open. There was just one hand just above it. And again, Rogojawa won the ball.
Fighting really hard now to get the ball back.
And now they lost it. So now we had that one chance for Tampere where they tried to score. They lost the ball but won it back immediately and put up the pressure again. This was good. This was very dangerous for Akkaren then. They just barely
but now they're
managed to defend.
2 minutes.
Yeah, and they should have managed to keep the ball one more time, and then I think they could have scored. And now Akkaren has the ball. It's 2 minutes on the clock, and now Akkaren is trying to do the same. No defender again. And he managed to score. And this is a nail on the coffin. This is 2 minutes left. 6-4.
White number 15, assist.
Yeah.
24.
That was Erik Mastad scored.
Yeah, Mastad scored, and you could see that the defender Ilkka Hulko, he came in, but he came too late. He jumped in as a substitute, but too late. Also, the assist was given to the Mastad was on the close side, which is always good in this case because obviously Hulko came too late because he was on the other side, and the pass came from number 24, who gave the ball just over to the right-hand side, and optimally he could have stayed with his body as a screen, even more in front of his teammate to make it even easier to score, but it was just about good enough. And now Tampere, I don't think they can score those 2 goals.
That would be it's very difficult now. There's less than a minute and a half remaining in the match.
Yeah, let me call it. Akkaren will win this game, even though there's another good chance if they can get the ball to Hulko. He screens away, but ripped up.
Forced up to the surface.
Yeah.
Scrum fighting.
And scrum fighting is never good if you're in a hurry to score.
And they are. They have 1 minute left now.
Yeah, and Akkaren is perfectly fine with just holding the ball at the surface right here. This can get rough though. So these situations is when one team really wants to get the ball out and the other team really doesn't want to let go of it. That's when sometimes the players get a bit rough. But up to now it seems to be all fair. It was decent.
And that
you have to be kidding me. That was a goal.
But it's not going to.
I mean they have 38 seconds to go. I don't think they can score another one, but still Akkaren is not happy to have been scored against you. And this is the flip side of scrumming.
Yeah.
When you scrum over your own goal, it's always difficult because you could see Akkaren was in the scrum with 3-4 people, and if 3 or 4 people are in the scrum at the surface, there's only 1 or 2 on the bottom by the goal. And also.
And they paid the price.
They totally paid the price. And also when you scrum and the ball gets loose and goes down, you have been at the surface, you have been breathing, that's right. But you have been fighting a lot, so it's not as if you were instantly ready to go down. At least not all of them. And also, you're often you're in kind of a bad position in the water because you're with the head up and your feet
Yes.
facing downwards. So it's a bit slower to turn around and go down. And also you just fought, so you like to take one more breath or maybe two breaths. And yeah, so they paid the price. We didn't see the replay of this goal. I would like to, because we couldn't see it on the live camera because we're looking at the surface.
Oh,
so
here
we
it
see
is. Oh, it was it behind the basket?
It looks like it was behind the basket. We couldn't really see it from here, but yeah, it totally came in behind the basket, I think.
Brilliant. But
what are the referees discussing now? You see them looking at the screen.
has there been an appeal?
I don't know. Oh, the goalie is picked off. Maybe the ball was not even in. Okay, so
No.
the referee signals no goal. Is that? Oh, we have 4 of the referees looking at it.
They're
So
looking again.
I'm not sure what was challenged, but it might be that one referee saw a goal, even though the ball was only just behind the goal, and then he
It was an optical illusion.
yeah, if you will. So the ball is being passed behind the goal. That we have seen. But there's a lot of players there. It's really hard to see on
Typical.
either of the camera angles.
Here we are. To replay again.
What do you do?
Okay.
Oh.
My opinion is the guy comes to the up top and the hand was beneath the goal there.
Oh, okay. So maybe what was contested there, that the goalie was being
Team ball.
attacked
Blue
by
team ball.
one of the
Someone
players
without
who
the
did
ball,
not
yeah.
have the ball. Which might easily be the case
Finish.
because there was a lot of players
Yeah.
around the basket, and it was not really clear how that went down.
How much time?
I think it's 38 seconds or 39.5,
And there's no goal.
and it's no goal. So yeah, this cookie is eaten.
Is that what you say in German? This cookie was eaten.
It might be even in a different language than German, but yeah, you can say it in German. Whatever. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
This is over. So Akkaren wins this, and so Akkaren now has 6 points. They have 2 wins. They have 6 points, and this means they jump ahead of Vienna and Polisen, because Vienna and Polisen both do have only 4 points.
Yes. So this is a.
So
We didn't expect this, but this is.
yeah, I didn't expect this for 1, and 2, I didn't want for this to happen because I'm from Vienna, and this is looking really rough for the team of Vienna now. And we can talk about the team of Vienna also, because they will have tough matches.
10 seconds left in the match now.
Yeah, so this is done. They're just playing it out.
Adne Pettersson.
This is a really impressive victory for Akkaren, because Akkaren,
That's it.
and you can hear they are really happy.
Yes.
If you take a look at them, they are really relieved, because they have.
I'm going to go get a picture.
You can do that. Also, one really interesting match we are looking forward to now, after these 2 first matches, is the match Akkaren against Polisen,
Yes.
which is going to come in this tournament round, and this will be really interesting, as both teams have won
Really
their
wanna
first
win.
match,
Yes.
despite being the team lower in the rankings as their opponents. So both have showed really good matches.
A bit of a comeback here in the last round.
Totally, and I mean, for the sport, for the league, this is very desirable. We want close matches, we want surprises, we want to see those close fought games. For me, especially as a Vienna player, or not player, because I'm injured, which makes it even worse for me. I can't even help it now. This is not a good development.
No.
But yeah, we'll see. Maybe Vienna can do the same and surprise and put out a really good.
Well, Vienna's missing some key players today.
Vienna is missing a lot of